Greetings and welcome to Mechwarrior. It's a Sunday, and as typical, I purchased a mech. And if you saw the video I posted earlier, you can see that I am terrible with a laser build. Even in a laser build as good as that one was, it had 3 ER medium lasers and 2 heavy large lasers. And even with a cooling of 1.57, I still couldn't manage to squeeze out even one decent match out of 3 or 4 tries. But needless to say, I purchased the mech and I'm going to keep it because the Hellfires are just absolute beasts on the battlefield. There is so much you can do with these things. And of course, I typically run these as basically as LRM or ATM builds. And this is no different. So this guy here has some significant advantages to it. First of all, when you look at this mech, look where the cockpit is. It's way up high. Compared to the rest of the mech, it makes it really good for being able to see targets and whether or not you should go over the top and expose your mech. Also, the weapon placements are placed way outside, so the left and right arms are way outside, so it's easy to poke around a corner, and even if you can't see it, you can still do damage to the another player because of this weapon placement. The missiles are on the left and right torsos, as are an additional laser point that you can put out here on this upper portion. If you're going to do like an LRM build or something like that, or streaks, you can use that as a tag weapon placement, and that would not be a terrible idea. It'd just be a terrible idea for me, because I don't run tag. I never have. I've tried it. I hated it. But not everybody's can be me. So let's take a look at what this thing is capable of. So the quirks. Missile heat generation, minus 10%. Heavy laser duration, minus 5, and then laser duration, minus 5 also. So whether you're running a heavy laser or not a heavy laser, you're getting a minus 5. Now, if you're running a heavy laser, you're going to get actually minus 10 because the two are stacking. Center torso, you get plus 12. Left and right torso, also plus 12. And the left and right arm are plus 10. And there's no additional armor for the legs, so you're basically at the will of whatever it has. But don't be scared, because this is actually pretty decent as far as legs go. Not incredible for a heavy mech, but it's what it is. Now, in addition, this is the way I've got this set up. So I've got 3 energy here and 3 energy here, and an energy point capability here as well. So you can run 7 lasers on this, and you can also still have 3 missile points. So if you're going to do streaks or ATMs or even just SRMs, you could actually have quite a good match with this mech. Now, as you can see, I've added ferrofibrous. I've got double heat sinks, which is standard, and what isn't standard is endo steel. I added endo steel because why not? Fill in the blanks. Somebody did a video a long time ago, I think it was Sidestrafe, and he indicated that if you can fill in the structure points, when you get hit, it's less likely that you'll damage the weapons, and more likely you'll damage other structure points or armor points. And you really want that because you want to be able to maintain your weapons. If you have full armor but you have no weapons, it's really irrelevant. But if you have less than full armor and you still have your weapons, at least you can still do damage. So that's where that thinking comes in. So I went with 4 ER medium lasers, which is what I run typically on my Hellfires. And instead of having 4 missile points, this only has 3. So I went with 3 LRM 20s. I may at some point or another switch these out for ATM 9s, and I might even go with small lasers and maybe go with an ATM 12 and 2 ATM 9s. We'll see. But this thing runs pretty good as far as heat management. It's 1.26. Firepower is a solid 84, and speed is set at 74.3. And I added 4 double heat sinks, 1 here in the torso, and then 2 here and 1 there. And that's how I'm getting this heat management. This mech is not even remotely skilled out, but as you can see, If I wanted to, I could go upscale to a bigger engine because I have 3 additional tons available. But as you can see, it's expensive. Well, it's not that expensive, but it's still expensive. Because to go all the way up, I'm only going to 290, and I went from 74 to 78. So to me, it just really wasn't a big benefit to be able to go that distance with 4 miles an hour faster, and it was going to cost me 3 tons and over 3 million bills. So I decided to stay here because if I decided to change this out and go with ATM 12s or ATM 9s or whatever I decide to do, it's going to be just more beneficial that way. Anyway, if you look at the skills, you can see I don't have hardly any. I have not had, I've only had this mech for about an hour. So I'm getting this thing skilled up as I go, playing some matches, trying to get some good matches in. I got armor first. I had a laser AMS on board and I took it off. But I'm adding some laser duration so I can get that duration way down. I'm going to take advantage of the duration it has and make it even less time so I can get weapons down target. Whoops. I don't know what I did differently, but I'm saving it anyway, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so this is this build, and I went with this paint job, and I went with the Santa Claus Warhorn because I just love it. I think it's hysterical. I don't even get mad when I hear it being used against me. Anyway, I hope you like this mech, and I hope you enjoy the matches coming up.